Washington, D.C. is the swamp. Others call it the establishment or the elites. I just like the image of, the nasty, gooey, yucky, stinky spot. I call it that because, number one, they give us the perception they're all about public service. But in the end, you may not know this, but Washington, D.C. is the richest and most powerful spot on the earth. And I can sum up their goals and dreams in one word. This should be the word of the day. Ready? More. More. They want more money and more power. Now, the first group in the swamp are the politicians, of course, president down to Congress. And, this is not a partisan podcast, okay? It's both Democrats and Republicans. The next group are the bureaucrats. The government employees and all of these enormous bureaucracies and agencies, the Department of Education, the Pentagon, the Department of Agriculture, the IRS, go through the list. Then we have government contractors. American people don't know much about this. Government contractors are private companies that are just hanging out there waiting on the next bid to come that they can grab up. Now, Democrats have been very good at pointing out and showing the military complex and these military contractors selling all kinds of planes and ammo and tanks and stuff that we don't even need. But even worse, the only way they get more is for us to be in war. They want us to be in war. And Democrats fail to point out the rest. Because you see, all the welfare programs you talk about and hear about, these are done by private contractors, okay? And they have no incentive to find solutions. They want more. So they need more, trouble at the border with the illegals. They want more hunger because then they make way more money. And then you have the lobbyists. This may be the worst group of all. I even find it ironic. Their congressmen really should be lobbyists for the American people. Not happening. You got lobbyists that buy them off. Okay, lobbyists pay their bills, make all the contributions to their campaigns. And it's just atrocious. If I were in Washington and had any power, I'd run every one of these people out of town because the American people have no representation in Washington. And the last group is simply the press. Mainstream media. They carry the message to the world that the swamp wants them to present. And they massage it, they clean it up, make it look better, give a better perception so that we actually believe they're doing all this for us. It's tragic. And listen, this is why programs like Healthcare for All, the Green New Deal, are so atrocious to me. It's not that I don't want people to have health care or I don't want to save the planet. I don't want Washington, D.C. to become richer and more powerful. That's my problem. And so, do you know how much of the economy is health care? You really want to give that to them? Wow, talking about more. Same thing with the Green New Deal, the taxes, regulations that would require on each of us, and it would so enrich the swamp. Please, you know what the opposite of more is? Limited government.